Hey everyone, welcome back to another Simi Sarah video. Today I'm speed building a AirBNB shipping container home that I found on YouTube to the best of my ability, but using a limited pack build. Today, with that, I am only using Eco Lifestyle and base game. So this should be very versatile if you own Eco Lifestyle. I know a lot of people do. It's even built inside of the Eco Lifestyle city. And I did not use the cheat to change it to the nicer modern version of the world. If you don't know what I'm talking about, you can change Eco Lifestyle by playing in it and basically voting to improve the city to make it so it's not so either industrial or just like filled with garbage. So you can kind of see in the background the shipping containers and garbage all around. And even the ground that the shipping containers are on right now, like, looks really rocky and not with dirt and things. So my workaround, and also just kind of how I wanted to make it, was I end up taking the grass or the carpet tile technically that comes with Eco Lifestyle and just placing it all around. I did run into some landscaping things that I had to work around with that, but I think it worked, and I was quite happy with the idea that even though we're not necessarily in the modernized version of the Eco Lifestyle, we could still have maybe a more wealthy client or family or whatever in a very nice modernized area, even if the city isn't looking too good right now. So I went for a very clean, sleek, modern look. I use concrete as my floors, and I kind of try to leave the shipping container metal around the outside, and kind of using these Eco Lifestyle windows as well, and a couple of base game windows for the smaller windows to create more of like that modern look and the pop out thing. So I am going to attach the video of that, the containers that I base it off of. And I do use the layout for the most part from the YouTube video, but this is definitely a little bit bigger than the YouTube version, so there's more space. I've got 4 bedrooms in this build, which is quite a lot. And let's see, two really large bathrooms, so lots of good space here in this build. If you're looking for some skill building items, I'm sure that you could delete maybe one of the living room spaces and make that into a skill building area. Later on, I do add a whole bunch of eco-friendly and outdoor activities such as gardening, a grill, and things like that, since they are like eco-friendly, using shipping containers instead of using more materials like drywall and things like that, I figure that they would probably want to be sustainable. So solar panels will end up on the roof, and wind turbines, and water catching resources as well. So we have that. Here I am in the middle section. I do end up going back and kind of messing around with it, but I decided to actually start with the bedroom here on the end. This bedroom can be used as like the main suite if you so choose. The only way up to the second floor is with a ladder. So I for sure put a bedroom downstairs for a toddler, since we know that they can't go up the ladders. And depending, I guess, if you have more like an elderly, like parentals, like they might want the downstairs bedroom right here. Otherwise, this could be like a teenager's room or a young child. And if you don't know, the monsters under the bed, that always happens to the kids. That only happens if you are in a single bed. So I know a lot of people use the workaround of just giving their child a double bed so that they don't have to deal with their child waking up and waking them up and bothering them. So that's kind of a cool little workaround for that kind of sometimes annoyance in the Sims 4 gameplay. So one thing that I noticed when I was using only Eco Lifestyle and base game was, first of all, some of my favorite pieces were still like here. I've always loved Eco Lifestyle. I love its gameplay. I love a lot of its items. So I didn't have to struggle too much with it. I think if I had picked like university or something, I would definitely be struggling with building. But with Eco Lifestyle, it kind of came pretty easy. I mean, there were some things that I was like, "Oh, I wish I could use that from this pack or this pack." And yeah, but for the most part, the furniture and things wasn't too bad. One area that I definitely missed out on from just like using other packs was the clutter items. Eco Lifestyle definitely does not have a lot of clutter items. So most of the clutter items end up being like base game. So that's one thing that Eco Lifestyle I would say is like its downfall. But like I would much rather take that, like less clutter items and have really good gameplay than having like just more great building things. And that's because I am a sim player as well. And so we know that The Sims 4 needs some help with gameplay. But anyways, Eco Lifestyle definitely recommend if you are into playing Sims 4. That would be one of the first ones I would want to purchase as an expansion pack or game pack. Just because it has a lot of different things to offer. Here is one of the only bathroom that's downstairs. I do include a tub and a shower so that your toddler can get bathed, or if you have cats and dogs and you want to bathe your dog, you have that option. I mentioned it before, but we are really missing out on a lot of like shower tub combinations. So I did not want to use, there's only 2 of them and only one of them's base game. The base game one is really nice, but it's very like, I would say middle class, like suburban home type of shower. So I didn't think it fit this sleek modern vibe very well. So separating or like having a separate tub and shower seemed to work the best for this build and following its like design and pattern. So yeah, I do end up coming back downstairs later on and kind of adding some pieces and kind of getting rid of some things that I thought of as I was going upstairs. The kitchen is probably one of my favorite parts of this build, mostly because I love that like the wood background behind it and just how it kind of makes it pop a little bit better. I do also come down and add like a little splurgy feature with the coffee maker and another counter across the way. And I use this like accent table to kind of represent like an island, but like thinner because there's not as thick of a space because it's a container. So it's very long and narrow and not very wide. It isn't usable with like cooking and things, but since I do put some clutter on it, it looks like it's a recipe book and some fruit that like kids or adults could grab. So I think it with that, it looked great. And because I love the wood feature so much in the kitchen, I end up taking it and putting it on one wall in all the downstairs rooms to kind of create this accent wall, which really makes the rooms a little less sterile looking, I guess. Mostly because I did want to keep the same wallpaper or like same thing throughout since it is a shipping container, and I'm sure that they would probably try to finish the walls in similar ways. So yeah. So in here is my toddler room. I did purposely do this downstairs since we can't, the toddlers can't use the ladder. I love that the Eco Lifestyle toddler bed, it is my favorite toddler bed. So it worked out that it was part of the Eco Lifestyle kit or pack, since that's the only one, and the base game ones are the only ones I'm using. Here is my second bathroom right here in the middle. It is shared by both bathrooms. It does not have a tub in it because the toddler wouldn't really be coming up here, so there was no need to have a tub upstairs as well. But yeah, so I have like 2, either could be adult bedrooms or kid bedrooms or teenagers, whatever you think, as long as they can use the ladder, there's space up here. I do try to keep it there's not really skill building items in the bedrooms other than maybe I think I have a guitar in one of them. But it would be a great way to make it your own, and whatever your sim kind of collects along the way, you can make it work. here I am like getting some plants on the windowsill. I really love that window from Eco Lifestyle and how it juts out a little bit. We used to have one of those in our home, in my last build, my childhood home that I recreated. I did not include that window. We had it in our kitchen area. It didn't work out in the build, so I did take it out, but we had one of those, and my mom filled it up with pictures of us and little plants, and yeah, I always loved that, and I wish I had one in my house that I live in right now. Maybe that one day will be on like my dream home type thing, like here's a list of things I wish I had. And I would love one of those plant sill things for either the living room or the kitchen, I think. The other thing I would love one day is like a bench in the window. I don't remember what those are called, but you can like sit and read a book, like a bay window, I think it's called, and like you can just enjoy a book and just like see outside. Oh, I love that. In this bedroom, I kind of used a speaker and like a little aquarium for like frogs, that if they're catching frogs or something, and just a nice bookshelf that I clutter up as well. But I keep it pretty simple in here as well in terms of like style. Before I head into the hallway, in the hallway I did put the desk that I originally wanted to get into the first bedroom upstairs. There just was not enough space in that bedroom, but the hallway seemed to work perfectly, especially since now the Simmers can like share the computer. And then I end up using with the desk, I end up actually using a shelf from Eco Lifestyle that I never use. It's so unique, I guess I would say, to Eco Lifestyle and things that like I've never found a way to make it look good in builds. And I thought how I attached it to the desk made it look like really cool and like it was built in, or like almost like a feature or something. So here it is, like it looks like it kind of juts out from the desk, and I kind of put some of the like binders and utensils on it to keep the desk kind of clear since there's not as much storage there. So yeah, here I am. I come back down and I fix the downstairs that I wasn't really happy with. I felt like that round rug was very sterile, or like very, I don't know, like early 2000s maybe, with all the black and things. So I came and used an Eco Lifestyle fabricated rug and layered them on top of each other to create like a more comfortable and like, I don't know, colorful look. Yeah. And then I'm kind of going back to the kitchen and using a whole bunch of debug items to clutter up the kitchen shelf. I get that coffee maker and I get some curtains in here. I get some curtains, the yellow curtains out in the other bedroom. I use these more simple shades for like the bathroom and the kitchen windows. And then I finish up our landscaping. This part, like I said, I ran into a little bit of a glitch with it being carpet, but I really do enjoy what it ends up looking like. I use the cypress trees on the side to kind of create like a little bit of a barrier from looking out into more of those containers in the gross lots next door. And yeah, I just add some nice flowers and bushes. I really love the sunflowers. I just recently like discovered them would be a good word, and how cute they look in builds. And so now I'm kind of like adding them into a lot of the landscaping I'm doing. Yeah, and the way here I work around that it's carpet is that I kind of just delete the carpet, the green carpet. It's not carpet though, like, so it in The Sims it's like considered carpet, meaning like the dirt won't go over it, but the idea is that it's the Eco Lifestyle like carpet you can put on roofs. So it's not supposed to be carpet, but it's kind of seen as carpet, if that makes sense. Then I just add our last couple of eco-friendly items, a beautiful garden plot with a nice fence around to keep the critters out, and yeah, just make it as eco-friendly as I can with our shipping containers before I close out our build. I want to thank you so much for watching my videos. I really appreciate all the love and support. If you enjoyed this video, hit the like button and subscribe if you'd like to see more. Thanks, we'll see you soon.